Hello everyone, and welcome back. Ellington here, and as you can see, we're starting this one off nice and fast. I think that's how we all like it. Let me go ahead and pull up our flags again. As you can see, we've got ourselves a pretty epic sally out here. We've got Kush, we've got Pontus, we've got Pergamon Noble Cav, Pontic Royal Cav, some Ethiopian cavalry, and some Noble Blood cavalry from Pontus. So an epic sally out and a great start to this battle. This is a 4v4 on the settlement of Tarsus, and it's going to be a good one. I remember I actually watched a little bit of this in the Discord, and it was very, very good, and I wanted to see the whole thing, and so now I get the fun chance to do that. Pergamon, oh, nice jabbing toss, but got a good charge into thorax swords. You can see some Egyptian infantry shooting into the Pontic Royals there, but here's the artillery from the walls. Now Pergamon's Cav X seems to be falling back. Now Kush also sent out some Nubian spears as well. Ethiopian Cav 33 kills, Noble Blood kill 23 kills. Pontic Royals though got 91. Pergamon Noble Cav is about 40 so far. I think that's all we've got going around for this so far. As you can see, Rome is sending units over to assist. Rome is definitely one of those factions that you don't really want to sally out on because they have so many javelins. Pontic Royal Cav at 100 kills now. The Noble Blood Cav 64 is not bad at all. 114 on the Pergamon Noble Cav, pretty darn good. I think they're wanting a little bit more than that, though. You know, you're talking a 1,200 gold unit. You really want to get the best out of it. They spent a lot of money on Cav, the defenders did. Now let's, now that things are kind of cooling down a little bit, let's go ahead and take a look at who we've got. All right, defending, we have got, obviously, Pergamon being commanded by Tityron, Kush being commanded by Puv, then we have Murader being commanding Galatia, and finally Pontus being commanded by Pozguen. Looks like Pontus is a little bit more over here. Now on the attacking side, we have got Seleucid being commanded by Alpha Zero Adam. You can see he sent tortoises up to blow down that wall. Rome being commanded by Billy Blazes. Then we have got Egypt being commanded by Royal Athenian. Sorry, brain fart there. And finally, Epirus being commanded by Beastmaster. You can see Epirus probably doing the smart idea here, kind of cutting himself off of Egypt. I know it might seem kind of a dick move, but he probably wasn't going to do a whole lot against that Cav, so why leave himself exposed? Oh, the thorax sword, nice hit with the artillery. Oh, they got another one! Right here, come on. Shoot at the Carians. It's a beautiful shot. 155 on the Pontic Royal Cavalry, and they're still going. Man, I don't think Galatia... This would be a great shot for Galatia. I mean, he was just carrying axemen, but still, they would have been really sexy to watch, I'm not going to lie to you. Then over here, we got Illyrian levies, mercenary Italian swords, all moving up equipment here, but it looks like Pergamon's going to send 2 units out to be kind of a pain in the ass. Looks like, are the Pontic Royal Cav going to make it out of here? Yes, they are. 156 kills now. As you can see, Egypt moving forward. Still kind of got, he's kind of spread out a little bit. Rome is moving his tortoises forward. He has lost 1, though. Oh, man. Oh, that was beautiful. So was that. Oh, jeez. Astadi are a damn good light tier unit, so or low tier is what I mean. Look at this, Pontus already going back out. A madman. There's 15 men left in this unit, and it's very, very tired, and I don't know what the hell he's going after. I guess maybe trying to loop around and sneak into Rome? Like, I don't... I guess, I don't know. I do not know. Now we got Epirus already in, Illyrian levies attacking some Kushite slave infantry. But look at this, just a really nice angle here for the Pergamon archers.
Stop!
Did Pergamon bring any picked peltis? I hope so. I love that unit. Now, a little bit of an awkward defense, I would say here. You know, coming in, there's definitely room coming off the side there. Same thing over here. So I'm kind of surprised that Pergamon didn't kind of stay in that breach a little bit harder. But we do have a Galatian legionary coming over to assist. Oh, look at this. The Javies they're about to get. Let's watch it. Come on, throw your... Oh, they're going to charge. Damn it. I was really hoping Galatia was just going to sit there and throw Javies, and it would be fantastic. Over here, Kushite slave infantry going up against some Illyrian levies and Egyptian infantry. Wall coming down here by some Egyptian infantry and a tortoise. Now, for anybody new to the channel, Tarsus here is one of my favorite maps. I am a huge fan of it. I think it's very flexible. I think there's a lot of different things you can do with it. But the tough part about this outer area is very hard to defend for the defenders because you get so many angles of archer fire as the attackers. You know, anything that's defended here can be shot from over here. Anything over here can be shot from over here. Artillery is also very good because you can see, even just looking at this, how compact the forces are, and that can be a bit tough because it means the defenders have to sit and just suck it up, pretty much. You know, suck it up, Buttercup. Now, interestingly, it looks like they're kind of giving up this tower. Like, they're coming in and fighting for it now, but I think they're a little late. You know, these hillmen, like, he might be able to break the hillmen, so that is one thing, but they are, like, this. They easily neutralized the tower and almost took it over. Got more Pontic swords here. Look at that nice side shot. Now pulling one unit out and throw the other one in. Nicely done, nicely done. Now over here, Rome. We do have Kush here, but it's just Kushite slave infantry. The Stati should do pretty well there. They're pretty injured from the artillery, but it's just Kushite slave infantry. They should be okay. Yeah, I mean, this is a very, very light defense here. They just have some cheap units here, kind of buying them time. The main defense is over here. This is where the real defense is going to start. Now over on this side, you got some Galatian swords layered up with some Kushite slave infantry, really taking on some Illyrian levies. Now, interestingly, a Galatian sword actually coming out here. Look at this. There's nothing defending Kush's archers. All right, Illyrian levy going in to help that. But you still have the Galatian sword coming over here. Man, honestly, if like Galatia had one of their legionaries out here, they could do some damage. The Kushite slaves are actually, they almost made it to the Cretans, but they're going to be stopped by some Royal Peltis here. Got a pike unit, some more Royal Peltis. Ooh, and here comes Pergamon's artillery shooting into the clumped masses of Epirus. Now remember, one Pergamon unit made it out of that calf sally. All right, so this side has broken. We do have archer fire coming in. Looks like from Kushite archers here, but the Hastati are going to be able to come in, and Kush is pulling out of that area. Seleucid honestly seems to be kind of taking it pretty slow. They do have a unit here kind of contesting the tower. Actually, they have fully taken the tower. Pontus probably wants to move something at least into the control zone. They do have hillmen up top that are throwing javies, and they are the Pontic troops are throwing javies back. Then some hillmen and some Pontic swords maybe going to go up here. I don't know. Now, Seleucid got all of his Syrian archers here. Do have some Eastern archers from Pontus, but they will not be able to take that fight. And here comes the artillery. Oh, that was a nice artillery shot for, I believe, Egypt there. More Egyptian forces and Roman forces coming in. The next line of defense is here. A lot of archer fire. Here's Pergamon moving forward, but look at this. Epirus, Cretan archers coming inside of the city. Here's an artillery volley. Oh man, that would end up being a pretty good shot. The Kushite general, which is a royal Kushite archer, moving. Not personally a huge fan of taking an archer general. A lot of people do it to save themselves some money, but I think it means you are far more restricted on what you can do with your archer. So like, if Kush comes over to try and take this fight against Seleucid's archers, if I'm Seleucid, I know exactly what I'm shooting at, and it's the royal Kushite archer, because it's one, his best archer, two, it's his general. So kind of for Kush, if he loses it, it's doubly bad. But like I said, it does save you some money. Now getting a little skinny here. Pergamon's probably gonna need to go into this here soon, because this Kushite slave is, well, okay, never mind. Hold the horses. They're doing okay. They're okay. But it does look like Galatia's going to send in... Sorry about that, guys. Looks like Galatia is going to send in a Galatian legionary to take this fight, though.
Quick march! That's me!
I think, yeah, so Pergamon's archers had to fall back. The Cretans were really taking a toll on him. Kushite archers also falling back. They do have a pretty nice little setup here. So the defensive line is here, but this line can actually get Javies, see that? Right over into the backs of that thorax sword. So thorax sword is taken, and other way around too, right into the back of the Principes. Galatian swords look like they are taking the brunt of that. Thorax swords falling back, and now archer fire coming in on the Galatian swords. Galatian swords are probably not going to hold up too much longer to that archer fire. Now Kushite slaves being charged by thorax swords on the other side. 35 kills to 39 kills. Looks like they are just giving up this tower, but to be honest with you, if you're going to give up the tower, you're going to need to fall back further than that. It's just, see, like, Kush is just taking damage here. The command, or the kill zone, I believe, is right here. Yeah, so the Galatian swords should back up the Kushites fairly well. No hits. But look at here, guys. Remember I said Pergamon had a cav unit that made it out? Pergamene noble cav into Egyptian archers, and nothing around. The best bet here would be Epirus turning around and throwing Javies with his Royal Peltis Gen. But the Pergamene noble cav is already at 116.22. I mean, God, look at it. Just ripping through. He did break the Nubian bows, but he really wants to get the Cretans. This is about the time that Royal Athenian noticed the issue, as well as Epirus turning around and throwing his Javies. Pergamene noble cav, 246 kills. They got another one, so they routed two. This one could come back. But it looks like he got a pretty solid charge into the general as well. 283 kills now. They did get the portion of one Cretan and most of another Cretan out, but this Cretan is pretty much useless now. And look at this, the next one out. Now the ballista at 144 kills, probably out of ammo, but just in case, it doesn't hurt for Pergamon to just get rid of it. 301 kills now by Pergamon's cavalry. That hurts. I remember I was watching the defender's side when this started, but I switched over to the attacker's voice chat to listen of when it happened. And It was, I'm not gonna lie, I'm so sorry, Royal Athenian and the attackers, but it was pretty great to listen to y'all's like, oh shit, what the hell? Oh my god. And then like one person like, well, what I doubt about it? Well, yeah, I told you. And it was pretty fantastic. That's the entire reason I went over to listen to it, because I wanted to hear the reaction of that cavalry coming in. The Nubian bows actually they killed a couple there. Look at that. But they're dead. This is gonna hurt a lot. Pergamy Noble Cav is pretty good. Like, it's not about this. I'm not going to tell you it's like, oh my god, it's the greatest cav unit in the whole wide world, but it is pretty good. They have also earned 3 chevrons off of those kills. Now, Mercer Samnite Warriors going up against the Galatian Swords. Without anything else coming in, the Pergamene Thorough Spears are going to need to go into that. But over this way, they are not quite pushing anything. Got Syrian archers from Galatia over here. Galatian swords. A lot of Galatian swords. And most of their, I mean, geez, like, but barely seen any Galatian legionaries. Still fighting on the walls. Hillman versus, well, now it's Mercenary Celtic Warriors. There was another Hillman unit on that wall. Thorax swords, Royal Peltis General, 2 Thorax pikes, 2 more Royal Peltis. That's going to be rough. And here comes Rome. I was going to say here comes Rum. Here comes Rome advancing. And over this way, they're making some pretty good progress here. Now a Galatian legionary moving forward, but this Thorough Spear is already gone, man. Hastati 98 kills, 100 kills now. And here's the Syrian archers from Rome. And the Pergamene Noble Cav still just hunting. 397 kills now. There is a Mercenary Cretan archer right over here. I think that's where he's going. It's a tiny unit of 45 men. Galatian Legionary going out there as well. A lot of Pergamon left back here. A lot of Kush left back here. Some armored Shotels. Like 3 armored Shotels. But this front line is crumbling, man. They're about to be able to get through all of this. It could be pretty rough for the attackers, or for the defenders, excuse me. There are some Galatian units here that are getting some jabbies in, so it looks like we might try to get a sandwich that the Precapes do not advance out. Alright, so it looks like they are going to be able to handle this spot. And Seleucid is refusing to walk into this obvious kill box. Thank God, because please, please do not do stupid things like that. As you can see, Pontus has finally won over here. And I think we've got Royal Kushites, I think shooting... Oh, they were shooting at the Syrians. Royal Kushites at 30 kills, Syrians at 98. Oof. Cretans, 0, 60, 98, and a Rhodian Slinger with no kills. Now the same thing, but the opposite side. Now the attackers are breaking through on this side, and there's not much to stop them. Got Pergamon and Galatia sending things this direction, but now Egypt sending more. So Galatia's going to have to come in and block this. I guess he's going to just sit. He's going to just hold that spot right there. I mean, it's not a bad spot. It does take away the flanking shots that they were getting here. Now the Galatian shields are all facing the direction of the archers. We also have an Agema Spear from Pergamon standing here behind. Look like they're trying to get some jabbies. You know how it is. We gotta get some screenshots here. lot of archer fire hitting the Agema spears, but look at this. Armored Shotel's moving forward. Which way are they going to go? And actually, Galatia actually advanced a little bit, brought a Galatian sword, and started attacking the Thorax swords. Syrian archer. Uh-oh, once again, breaking through, so they're going to have to plug it. Principe unit, 154 kills, but the armored Shotels should do very well here. So they're bread and butter, killing Rome. If you guys haven't, there's a book series called Eagles of the Empire by a guy named Simon Scarrow, S-C-A-R-R-O-W. And it's a like historical fiction book about two soldiers named Macro and Cato, and they are Roman legionaries who they are fighting for the emperor in Britannia, and then it follows their travels through different parts of the empire, fighting for the legions and going through the intrigues of Rome and stuff. It is very, very good. I really enjoy it, and I do suggest it if you like historical fiction type things. If you like Bernard Cornwell, so like the Sharp series or the Last Kingdom series, you will like Simon Scarrow. But very, very good. That's why, hey, you should check this out because it's awesome. Got Thorax swords. Look like they're maybe going to try and push this little gap here, but there's a Galatian legionary setting right there for it. Ooh, a lot of archer fire coming in on those Thorax, man. And now fighting over the tower again. Pontic swords, we're fighting Thorax, but losing. But I think what they're probably going to do is just, well, maybe not. Maybe they're just switching out. Yeah, that's what it looks like, a healthier unit. But only Celtics, though. They're probably going to want to take this guy and pluck this gap right there. That Simon Scarrow guy, he actually also has a Wellington and Napoleon book, book series, which is really good. That one's a lot shorter. It's only like 4 books, while the Eagles of the Empire book or series that I told you about, it's like 16, 17 or something, but they're relatively short books. But that Wellington and Napoleon book series is really good as well. Samnite warriors fighting against some Thorough spears and Galatian legionaries, but I mean, they could easily come in and do that. Get right into the back of that Thorough spear. That is a Samnite warrior, which would do relatively well. Galatian legionaries just about out of the battle, 206 kills. Pergamy Noble Cav apparently went in and did something else because it's 397, and I don't remember it having that many. And Pergamon was actually thinking about coming in and wrapping up. He might still be able. Well, no, there's nothing there anymore. Yeah. So they're well defended over here. It wouldn't be any point in going there. But I think that the defenders are pretty much hanging their defense right here. I don't think they want to lose anything more than that. They should be careful. They need to be careful though, because that's just a Galatian sword, and it's going to eventually get overwhelmed here. 114 men and multiple Thorax here. The archers are doing pretty well, 40 kills, 119 kills. Then here comes the armored Shotels, and a strong Pontic pushback here. But Royal Peltis, some Syrian archers look like they're moving, trying to get some shots off. But someone needs to put something there. Uh-oh. Uh-oh, this is bad. Rome has a gap. Not only that, they're going to be able to go this direction as well, which is going to expose the flank of that. They need to put something there or just give it up. But this middle section, I think they're giving it up because Armored Legionaries coming in behind. They're going to just envelop this Galatian Legionary here. And then the Principe unit coming over here. Looks like they're going to do this, and Kush is just going to hold that. And I think Pergamon's just returning to the city. There wasn't any opportunities for him. Now here comes the big brutes of the attackers. Got the Royal Peltis Armored Legionaries. This tiny little Thorough Spear holding him off. Probably gonna use that and then take like a smaller unit and come in and hit the back of the Thorough Spear and break it. Royal Peltis, 37 kills now. All right, so the defenders are pulling all the way back to here. But it looks like they're going to continue to put up a fight for this choke point here. Royal Peltis sitting right outside the city. And now putting a Thorough Spear to come here, pulling back. I think what they're trying to do is draw them in so they can javvy from either direction. A lot of archers coming in on the pikes. Lost 19 men so far. Pergamene Noble Cav is moving again. Got to keep an eye on that. A lot of the Galatian archers all the way back here. And now Principes taking on a Pontic sword. Principes are a bit more injured. Thorax coming in, I think trying to get some jabbies off. And now we've got an Evocati cohort. Evocatis are a really good unit as well. Yep, there's the jabbies. Oh no! Armored Shotels, but what they should have done, Pontus should have pulled out of that. Then, you know, at the same time as the Armored Shotels going in. Same thing over here, because see, like, the Armored Shotel isn't getting into combat. He's just getting stuck up on the back of the Celtic Warriors. So you need to pull that and then at the same time charge the new unit. You need to kind of do it simultaneously. So you give the command for the fighting unit to go, and right after you give the command, you immediately give the command for the attack, just like this. See that? That was beautiful. Pontus did that very well. Now these Syrian archers look to have plenty of ammo, all three of those. And then still got a couple out here for Seleucid as well. I think they were coming over. Oh, look at this, look at this. How the hell did these get out here? Got Celtic warriors out here, man. Now a pike unit up for Pontus. Shotels, they're not actually doing that great right now. It's only 24 kills right now. Now up here, 44 kills. Pontic Swords at 16. Once again, so now the final, well, I don't know about final, but the next defense here for the defenders is set up here. Got Galatian Legionaries and Armored Shotels going against Armored Legionaries and Royal Peltis. The Armored Shotels 124 kills. With only, they've lost about 100 men. But this Armored Shotel, the Armored Legionary is also pretty beat up. Principe is ready to back him up. A lot of, now this is Rhodian Slinger fire shooting into, I believe, the archers back behind. Yep, that's what they're shooting at. Yeah, they're just setting up a kill box, so they've got units here and units here. So as any unit decides to walk into this, they're gonna die. Javvy, 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 and then charge from both directions is pretty disgusting. Armored Legion are only 106 kills. This one's only got 102. Over here, you got a Principe breaking or wavering. Pretty fresh Evocati in. Armored Shotel at 97 kills now. Thorax pikes are set up, but we've got Celtic warriors, pikemen, armored shotels. There's a lot set up here. Where'd the Pergamene Noble Cav go? Okay, it's all the way over here now. 428 kills now.
Quickly now.
I think he was going after the archers, but the Royal Peltis sitting there is going to javvy him if he does. The 2 Royal Peltas, I guess, is what I really should say. 2 Royal Peltas, both looking at you, is a bad day for cavalry. Cav really, really doesn't like Javies. I mean, they're not really putting enough to take this here. The defenders continue to support it, but the attackers are just kind of like very slowly feeding in units to assist this. Same thing up front. Thorax Swords, Royal Peltis, now switching out a Galatian Legionary. Actually, I think they're just falling it back. I think they're going to leave the Armored Shotel in until it dies. 150 kills now. It is tired. What's the Royal Peltis stat? 161's pretty solid. Now Praetorians for Rome moving forward. I think they're going to send it over here. And then did I see an Eagle cohort? Ah, yes we do. All right, Eagle cohort. I love that they actually show him carrying the big eagle. Because if you look at the other units, they usually have like a symbol like this. We go see. Yeah, see, they don't usually have an eagle standard. A lot of Evocati cohort back here from Rome. Got standard pikes as well, mercenary Cretan archers. A couple of Galatian Royal Guard. A lot left here for the attackers. Now big push here, and they actually have a gap they can get through right over there. Now looks like Kush is going to be able to get in and plug that near enough. I think the noble cav, just got into a small fight with the Roman general. 454 now on the Pergamene noble cav. Archers set up here. Got a Royal Peltis here as well. Yeah, I think they need to wrap around that unit, but other than that, I think they're doing pretty good.
Orders understood.
Once again, I think the noble cav was going to try and get in something, but that Seleucid general is just sitting there waiting. Now look at this. I think Galatia might be bringing his general out. I think Galatia wants to play now too. Kushite archers back here. Are you out of ammo? Really? Kush? How? Now the general, I mean, he's at least got 119 kills. But those aren't like the greatest kills in the world, I'll be honest with you. A lot of archers still set up. Now, the Pergamene noble cav went to a pretty narrow formation. Curious as to where he's going. Is he going to go after the Royal Peltist? I think that's a bad idea. Good charge right in the back. He probably should have expanded for a slightly larger formation for that cav charge. English, you know what I mean. Yeah, and he lost some units there, and his unit's low enough that it's like every loss is going to be pretty painful. Now you got a combat here between Armored Shotels and Eagle Cohort. Combat is even, apparently. Pontic Swords are defeating this depleted Armored Legionary, but the Eagle Cohort is long enough that it's able to guard it. But it looks like he's going to maybe sneak around. He might actually be able to sneak around into the archers. Got another charge here from the Pergamene Noble Cav, 481 kills now. And the Noble Horse General for Galatia moving in now.
Forward!
And I think he second-winded the Pergamene Noble Cav, which is once again turning around. To be really perfectly honest with you, the Tortoise is really what's preventing a good charge here. And now, there wasn't a very good switch there. Pergamon was still in combat. They really needed to get Pergamon out, then charge the Noble Horse. 508 on the Noble Cav. Or Noble Pergamene Noble Cav. Now Thorax Swords from Egypt move in this direction. Eagle Cohort 73 kills, 78 on the Armored Showtells. Nice Javi toss from the Thorax Sword. And a lot of archer fire coming in from Epirus. Royal Peltis seem to be chewing right through this Pontic Sword, though. 120 kills, and they've only lost 8 men. Now, big push. Look at this. We've got Praetorians. We've got Royal Peltis and Principes all going up against Galatian Legionaries. But a lot of Javi fire coming in from the Agema Spears. And I guess Sam Knights kind of move forward, but not really. Pergamene Noble Cav going after the archers. Archer is actually running into them. What? 509 on the Noble Cav now. I'm not really sure why he didn't go right into Rome's archers. Might be, no, he's out of ammo, doesn't matter. Noble Cav actually made it out. Noble Horse for Galatia is also going to make it out. Look at this counter push. Pontus and Kush pushing back the Egyptians and the Romans and regaining ground. Royal Peltis 201 kills, but they are out of the fight. And look at this. Pontus has completely wrapped around and is retaking. This counter push from the defenders is going to be pretty intense. Now, they finally went in against a Galatian legionary, but now, once again, getting flanked by the throw spears. What is shooting? Someone's got ammo. Is it yeah, it's Pergamon. Pergamon still has ammo, so he's shooting into this main area. Just like the attackers were doing to the defenders are now doing to the attackers, shelling this central plaza, which tends to be where the best place to set up your forces is. So that means that there tends to be a lot of stuff there. And the defenders are all in. There is no retreat from this point. Same thing, they have regained the ground they lost earlier, but the pikes from Pontus are now gone. Where did the cavalry go? So there's the Noble Horse. I guess maybe the Pergamene Noble Cav broke after, you know, the whole game. So you got Pontic Swords and a depleted Armored Showtel going up against, the hell? Armored Legionnaires. Just couldn't tell. Royal Thorax Swords. Then the Eagle cohort going in. A lot of archer fire still coming in from the Syrian archers, the Seleucid. And more archers moving forward to the center area. We do have some Pontic Eastern archers and a Celtic slinger over here. Here comes the Pergamon general moving forward. Pergamon even has his archers over this direction. I think trying to get archer fire right over here. Avocati cohort, 158 men, so should hold pretty well.
Understood.
But now we've got a pikeman unit in combat. The center area, and not much that the attackers can do about it. Once again, I think that the defenders are going all in here. And then units pulling out, Galatian Royal Guard leaving the combat. Just trying to get off the pikes, I'm assuming. And now they're going back in. I think they were going for a jabby toss. Glacial Royal Guard's already at 78 kills. You got the Royal Thorax set up behind it. 206 kills on that? The hell was it fighting? Royal Thorax aren't that good to only lose 7 men.
Understood.
I think they're solid enough, but damn. And then just kind of like, looks like a cycle charge event here. And now a counter push from the attacker, or the defenders, geez. And the Pergamon archers getting some really, really nice shots over here. Royal Peltis General of Epirus is wavering. Avocati cohort has lost 29 men. And here, they just don't have enough that they can push this. They've got a lot of archers back here. They do still have a healthy Avocati cohort. Probably want to bring that over here soon. Well, I think it might be just protecting their back lines. Yeah, because you got the cab back here. They can come in. And Pontus continuing to cycle in and out of this combat. 60 kills, 91 kills. And here comes an armored Shotel moving forward. And look at this. Look at the ground that the defenders are gaining. The previous defense was right there. And now they have moved forward to this spot here. Pike's 98 kills so far. The Eastern Archers from Pontus getting smacked. But I don't think it matters at this point. Noble Horse General, 70 kills. Just killing archers right now. The Evocati cohort, 114 kills, 52 on the Throw Spear, and 102 on the Armored Shotel. Uh-oh, little bit of a grease spot there. Both sides. Glacial Royal Guard getting jabbied to hell, though. But they could cause a break in this Pike unit, which they do seem to be doing.
Yes, Commander.
Bergmont's probably going to need to go into that right now. And that Glacial Royal Guard's going to be very painful. I don't know. Looks like they're getting tore up by javelins. Armored Shotel's 232. Got some breaking from the armored legionaries here from Rome. The Legatus chasing off some Pontic swords. Now they were actually, I think, charging into the back of the unit there. The armored, whatever, Pontic swords. But look at this. And here comes the breakthrough. And I hate to say it, guys, but I think that is it for the attackers. I think it's safe to say that this is a defender victory. So let's go and fast forward. As you can see, different units pushing forward, getting in and around. And that is going to be a GG for both teams, you know what I mean? But the defenders are going to take that one. All right, let's look at some kills. So first off, we have Puv as Kush with 2,100 kills. Archers did pretty solid. They did okay enough. Armored Shotels pretty much all did solid. The Kushite slave infantry did okay. Titty Rondes Pergamon with 2,158 kills. His infantry all did okay, like solid enough. But that cavalry 549 kills. Marauder as Galatia with 2,256. As usual, as Galatia, infantry doing very, very well. Archers probably could have done a little better there. Then finally, Posgwin as Pontus with 2,372 kills. Two of his archers doing really well. One cav, 176, pretty good there. I'm assuming that he paid that much himself. That's just nuts. His Celtics actually did really well, and then solid enough. That guy did really well there. And then for the attackers, here we have Rome with 2,048 kills. Archers, two of them did really well. His infantry, as per typical with Rome, did extremely well. Beastmaster as Empress with 2,144 kills. Archers all did very, very well. As Rhodian Slingers, 209. Infantry, Samnites did pretty good. Royal Peltas did pretty good. Then Royal Athenian as Egypt with 1,849 kills. His archers, not great. That hurt a lot. 297 on the Royal Thorax Sword General. And then, yeah, everything else. I mean, the two Galatian, typically you see a little better than that with Galatians, but it's not bad. And finally, Alpha Zero Adam as Seleucid with 1,883 kills. Archers did pretty solid. Royal Peltas did pretty good, and then his infantry did okay enough. But yeah, guys, that is going to be it for today's battle. Thank you so much for joining. If you're new to the channel, don't forget to hit that subscribe button, and we'll see you guys next time.